think it was supposed to have been in the 1750s. There were two Irishmen who were on their horses on a hill, and they were discussing the merits of their horses. My horse is faster than your horse, and then they said, well, let's prove it. So they decided to have a race, and this race, they're standing on this hill, and they said, what are we going to race to? And they looked across country, and there was a steeple of a church in a nearby town, and they decided, well, we're going to race to that steeple.
For 250 years, steeplechase racing has tested the limits of both horse and jockey, as together they race hills, jumps, and straightaways at speeds in excess of 45 miles per hour. Only the best will make it to the track, and the best race at Foxfield.
The Foxfield race course is set up to be spectator friendly and racing friendly. And spectator friendly, you have a 3-mile race. It's 3 times around a 1-mile oval. If you have a 2-mile race, 2 times around. So there's a lot of action for the racing fans to see.
It's a magnet for people. They feel like they're sort of stepping back in time to a certain extent, that they come to an area that has something like this. And just the vista of driving down the road looking at it is that they're wowed. They're absolutely wowed by it. And different from any other race course because it's so highly visible. Most of them aren't as visible as this one is. In terms of, you got the road there. You can ride right down it.
The reason we race at Foxfield is the course is fantastic, as you can see here, even near the end of November. It's still beautiful, still green, as a matter of fact. The course itself is laid out perfectly. It's got flats, it's got hills, it's got downhills, a little bit of everything. It's got hurdles and the timber races, which are the poles, the tougher jumps, the slower jumps, and your horses are always happy here at this course. It's a great venue.
Some do a better job taking care of their horses than others, and we really appreciate the ones that do. It makes a big difference to the horses. This is one of the meets that does a really good job with making sure they take care of their ground after their meets. They make sure it's rolled and smooth, and then you hope for the rain that Mother Nature has to give you, but if you're smooth, that makes a big difference. And a lot of the meets that don't do that, it's hard on the horses. That's where you get injuries, and so we appreciate these meets that do take care.
Embark has sponsored the races for over 15 years. It benefits our business through advertising. It reaches more than 25,000 people that attend the races, and showing Embark's support in the community where we do business.
We are extremely grateful for any of the sponsorships that we get. Without this, we could not do them. When we run at the racetrack, there's betting involved, and we're at the hunt meets, there's not. And the income comes from the sponsors, and we need you and we appreciate you. And without having you, we wouldn't be able to do this, and we absolutely love this sport.
The sponsorship offers us an opportunity to invite our local elected officials, state legislators, and customers for a fun day at the races, thanking them for their support.
Being chosen as the beneficiary of the Foxfield Fall Race Meet was very helpful for Kid Pan Alley. Kid Pan Alley is an important program in our community because it works with the children of our community. The mix of Foxfield and Kid Pan Alley for the Fall Race Meet was an absolutely perfect match because the fall races are all about family, and so serving as their beneficiary of that event was absolutely perfect. On a financial level, it's helpful because they're helping you to fundraise by allowing you to use their event and their name and tying into that. So all of the advertising that they do for the races, they include the nonprofit group that they're supporting for that event. And so that in itself is very helpful because everybody knows who Foxfield is.
Ronald McDonald applied for the opportunity to be the beneficiary of the Foxfield Races, and which was absolutely wonderful because they raised our profile in the community, which is something we've been working on for about a year. As part of that profile raising, we are offered the opportunity to do a gala, an event the night before Foxfield, and they help us with guest lists and supply us with advertising for that event. And it also raises quite a bit of money for the house. Well, personally, I love Foxfield because I'm a horse person. I also love the fact that it preserves a green belt in the city of Charlottesville. It provides a wonderful sporting event, which is an opportunity for so many people, the residents of Charlottesville and surrounding areas, just to get together and have a good time. The opportunity to work with Foxfield and have them help promote the house was just huge. But then at the end of the day, they make a lovely donation as well. And with being so dependent on donations, this was very important to us.
Agility, speed, teamwork, commitment, beauty, tradition, courage, endurance. The very spirit of the Foxfield Races.
Such a beautiful area, and Grover
Lots of fun.
was just
It was quite
totally
fun.
Wow, we've had exciting moments here at Foxfield on many occasions. Probably the most momentous
Foxfield's a
one that I
great
remember
course
is,
because it goes up and down
never did
hills,
before,
and
and
it's the type of
since.
course that you can win both on the front end and coming from off of it. It suits a variety of horses, faster, slower, it doesn't really make a difference. They do a great job with their course. The grass cover is always really good, and today we got really